Yeah, so look, last time I seen you, was we were in Orlando. We were at the Caribe Royale. Obviously, you were there for a reason. Your brother Tonio had a fight. And you were there to support and do what y'all do. Y'all fighting family. But I was lucky enough to steal you away for a second from that, and we had a very good conversation. We put out an interview with you where you shared your thoughts on some hot topics today, and it went viral. I mean, a lot of people started talking about it. Primarily and specifically, I had actually your thoughts on this Lamont Roach Tank fight, and I think you were giving your opinion. But obviously, not everybody's going to feel that way, and there was some responses to that. So I want to jump right into it. And with that being said, it looks like we got Tonio here. Tonio, we got Tonio Russell for y'all. Tonio, feel free to join. We could get Tonio in the chat. Just hang tight with us for a second. There we go. I think we lost Tonio, but he'll be back in a moment. But Gary, Lamont Roach's dad, he responded to that interview. He was asked about it, and he has some quotables that I'll share with you. He said in the DMV that kind of stuff is considered sucker shit. He said he was disappointed. What's your thoughts on Lamont Roach's pop's response to this, and just where you at with this whole thing?
Um, Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think it's flattering to know that my opinion means that much or makes that many moves or waves when it comes to people. But once again, I was just giving my genuine opinion. It's not that I don't like Lamont Roach or even his dad. It's just like I'm pretty sure it's people who share the same household that like the opposite teams. They might like the Denver Broncos, and someone might like this. It doesn't take away from the love or anything like that. So it's not a thing of me not supporting someone or not hating someone. It was just me giving my honest thoughts on the outcome of the fight. I personally don't have anything wrong with Lamont Roach, his father. Shit, or better yet, even Gervonta Tank Davis, even though he might feel some type of way about me, because I called him all type of suckers and shit like that. But we're gladiators. I'm naturally an aggressive type of individual, you know. So Tank he should feel something for it, but we're gladiators. You know what I'm saying? He should understand that he's supposed to. But as far as Lamont Roach's dad and them, man, don't wear your feelings on your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear your feelings on your sleeve. It definitely ain't me attacking y'all or no way, shape, or form. I genuinely do like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Roach, Lil Lamont, he had his little rebuttal or comeback, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? He acting like a motherfucker fighter, but that's my take on it. It doesn't mean that I'm not supporting the home team or anything like that. I Genius didn't feel as though that he would be able to win the fight. I just gave my honest opinion. So I
Yeah,
don't
and you're
know,
right.
shit like that. I don't really support for. But
No,
go
and
ahead.
I was just gonna say you right. You're right in terms of like I think boxing is a sport where obviously when you pick a side, there's a lot of vitriol, there's a lot of hate, and people get in their feelings a little bit, right? When you don't pick the same side that they're
Yeah.
on, or if it's done specifically. I think it's about what is said sometimes, not so, or excuse me, how things are said, not so much what things are, said, right? Because all you did was share, hey, I think this is what it is. But obviously you guys have your own history. So let me just ask you about that. What is your history with Lamont and his pops? How well do you guys know each other? How far back do y'all go, especially coming from that area?
Now we go back a little ways. Lamont is a little younger than me, but his father and them, they've always been real, supportive. They I honestly think Lamont looked up to me for real, to be honest with you. Or at least at some point in his career he has to. I think they always been a cool little family, you know what I'm saying? I like the lineage and you know what I'm saying, how they stick together and stuff like that. It's similar to my family to a certain extent. Um so I mean I like them as people overall. I know them for a long time. I knew them since I was a little kid, but my opinion is my opinion. I still don't feel as though, and once again, I don't have any ill will or anything like that towards Lamont Roach or even Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? With Tank, I wanted to compete against him. I definitely wanted to compete against Tank. Um, I still feel like I still have my opinions on them. Just because I have my opinion on you don't mean I'm going against you. Don't get that shit misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? We fighters, you should have a little more tougher skin than that. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean the motherfucker going against you because I don't feel as though you'll win. I'm just giving you my opinion. I still genuinely like you. Tank, I still feel like, you know what I'm saying? Tank, he is a cool dude. I think he's cool. I knew him from the amateurs. He's younger. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no issues with him. I just feel like feel like he cool, but you be picking and choosing who the fuck you fighting. You not blindly fighting. You being slightly protected. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't like him as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this sport, outside of this boxing shit, I'm pretty sure that both of them cool people. But within that motherfucker, nah. Everybody fair game.
Gary, Lamont, right? Again, you were sharing your advice on the fight. You got firsthand experience. You known him for a long time. There we go. Good luck, Antonio. Yeah, just talk to us. Look, if Lamont is gonna win this fight, right? And again, nobody better to ask than somebody from his area, professional, who knows the game. How is he gonna win this fight? Give Lamont. If we just tackling it from that
I
angle.
don't think it has anything to do with me being from the area. But I get it. I think the only way Lamont could possibly win this fight is to first and foremost stay the fuck off the internet, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be a big boy and deal with, you know what I'm saying, constructive criticism or motherfucker saying shit, stay off the internet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit is propaganda and just motherfucking people sharing their thoughts amongst this shit. And sometimes it takes your thoughts away from the real objective. And the objective is to go out there and try to your best to be victorious. Don't focus about nothing else other than this motherfucker fight. You shouldn't be giving a fuck about what the fuck I'm saying or what the fuck anybody else is saying other than your motherfucking trainers, your father, and them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I say to you. Secondly, in order for Lamont to win this fight, he will have to Tank already starts off slow. I think because they already fought before. Um, it's Tank isn't going to have that little fill out process. You know, a lot of times fighters have to fill each other out for a minute. They competed against each other before. So I think they have a little sense of familiarity. So I don't think Tank is going to start off as slow as we are accustomed to him starting off just because of that. I mean, I could be wrong. Um, just going off of how he normally does, he tends to start off slow. I'll tell Lamont to control the center of the fucking ring, control the center of the ring, keep his hands tight, get the early rounds, put them motherfuckers in the bank. Tank one start off slow. Put them rounds in the bank on the later half of the fight is when it's going to it really going to matter. Your defensive discipline is what makes all the fucking difference in the world. You have to be defensive discipline within this fight. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, and you gotta have some of this, y'all. You got to show that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean do it stupidly either. You know what I'm saying? It's controlled chaos, not just chaos. You know, so that's some of the things that I tell them, man. Control the center of the ring, take the early rounds, maintain a level of defensive discipline. Because once Tank realizes he's down behind the scorecards, he gonna come and get you. He gonna try to come and get you. At that point, it'll make him a little more reckless. He's gonna have to take more chances. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Maintain the level of defensive discipline and capitalize off that. If he can do that, he might can, you know what I'm saying, surprise the world. If that's the case, then kudos to you, shorty, man. Job well fucking done to you and your team. But you gotta get there first. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So don't focus on this media, this social media shit, y'all.
Nah,
But
solid
guess what
advice.
though?
Hit me with it.
This all to Lamont Roach. I'm on your ass though. I just had to say that.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate that. It's definitely a good quote. It's definitely a good quote.
Yeah.
Let me take you in a different direction because I know again we had a great interview. It went viral, it went everywhere. I saw so many different boxing outlets, the sites that create articles still. They talked about it. It got out there, right? And obviously, again, there was some stuff that came back from that. You had your response to Lamont Senior's rebuttal. But one thing that came out of that was this perception that, and I'm even reading it in the chat right now, and just keeping it 100 with you, right? Some people that like to say, "Oh, Gary's hating. He's hating. He don't got love for B-more. He don't got love for the city." Can you tell us what the DMV means to you and what it means to you to put on for the DMV?
Man, listen, the DMV is what created all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not a thing of me. See, people too sensitive these days, man. Motherfucker misconstrue somebody's opinion with them hating. It's not a thing of hating, it's just your opinion. You might not like the fucking Redskins, but I mean, well, they're commanders now. You might not like the commanders. You say they some trash. What are you hating on them? You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it's sports talk. It's not a thing of hating. The only thing that makes it a little different is based upon the fact that we're not in a team sport, so it's more individualized. And I think that's what people get the misconception at. But it's never a thing of hating. I understand when it comes to Tank was one of the guys that when I was competing, he was someone that I always wanted to compete against once he started getting to a certain spot. It was never a thing of me hating on Tank. We all come from a certain level of struggle. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing but respect any fighter. You know what I'm saying? To get in the sport and participate like that, and to make it to the upper echelons to the points in which that we had. You know, so now I genuinely like the fact that Lamont Roach or Tank Davis or someone from my ethnic group is having the ability to go out here and provide and make the revenue to provide for their family, their children, or etc. So it's never a thing of hate. It's just that I'm a fierce competitor in the sport. So if I see something and I see a kink in someone's armor that I feel as though I'm better than or they couldn't do better than I could, of course I'm gonna point it out. Of course I'm gonna say that shit. That's not me hating. This is just me being the competitor of the sport that we participate in. People just get this shit mixed up. You know what I'm saying? They too sensitive, man. These millennial children or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different era for sure.